These are the top 3 mistakes that I see when solving equations. And number 3 would be eliminating the wrong value when you're trying to solve for the variable. So in this case, I'm trying to solve for k. And you should eliminate the value 2 here, except I'll see students eliminate this value over here. They'll add 5 to both sides, which is nothing wrong with this step. But when it comes to simplifying, they'll get 2k. When you combine this, you're going to get 3. And this comes out to be 0. But instead of putting here 3 and a 0 here, they put the equal sign here, which is incorrect. The correct way to simplify this is bring down your equal sign. Combine this, you get 0. Combine these, you get positive 3. And then you bring down your 2k. So in the next step, it should be 2k plus 3 equals 0, not 2k equals 3. The number 2 most common mistake I see is using the distributive property incorrectly. So I'll see a student do something like this, multiply these out, 6x plus 1. That is incorrectly using the distributive property because you're supposed to multiply the first term and the second term. So you should be multiplying 2 times 3x, which I did here, and 2 times 1, which I did here. And when you simplify, you would get 6x plus 2. And then the number 1 mistake I see is always with the negative numbers. Example number 1, you take away 5x to both sides, then the student will bring down the 3 equals 2x plus 1. But this is incorrect because in front of that 3, you can see the minus sign. So if these create a 0 pair here, your answer, when you bring it down, should be a negative 3, not a positive 3. That's mistake number 1. Here's the second scenario. The student adds 2 to both sides in this case. These cancel out, bring down by 3x. And when they combine these, they get 3. Which is incorrect because they failed to use that negative 1. So when you add these together, you have to take into account the signs. A lot of times students will miss this and think it's just 1 plus 2, which is 3. But it's actually negative 1 plus 2, which should come out to be positive 1. And then the third scenario is when you're combining like terms. A lot of times students will combine the 3x here and 5x and get 8x and bring down the remaining terms. Plus 1 equals 2. But this is incorrect. In this case, it's actually supposed to be a negative 3 plus 5x, which is 2x. Bring down the remaining terms, and you get plus 1 equal to 2. So you always have to remember to take into account the negatives when combining like terms, whenever you're combining in here when simplifying, or bring down the negatives whenever you are bringing down a term from the previous step.